Hello, welcome back. My name is Dr. Zia. Uh, this is my lecture series on strategic planning and management. In today's lecture, I would be talking about the basic model of strategic management and environmental variables. So, we would be discussing various environmental variables or aspects that influence the strategy. And on the basis of those variables and aspects, you craft your own strategy effectively. All right. What I say that when you go for, I mean, when any organization goes for scanning the environment, the organization goes for 3 or 4 levels of scanning. Definitely, you may be thinking about the SWOT or PEST or other analysis. Those are important, but I would be discussing them in later on. Here, I would be just talking about the environmental scanning and their levels. So the lowest level, what I call, or most internal level, what I call is internal environment, the smaller sphere. The bigger sphere, when you go a little bit broader for scanning the broader environment, that is what I call the task environment. And furthermore, you go for the more broader sphere and even further, bigger sphere. So let's talk about the internal environment scanning. Here, you need to go for scanning the internal environment of the organization. That includes the structure of the organization, maybe the steep structure, maybe the flat structure, or whatsoever. You analyze or scan the culture of the organization, what we call the organizational culture. You also scan the resources of the organization. That is also very important. So after doing these 3 4 scanning, that is called internal scanning of the environment of your organization. On the basis of this, you move ahead to the broader sphere, the second sphere or circle. The second circle or sphere analysis is task environment analysis, that is industry task environment analysis. In this sphere, in the second sphere, the important aspects to be scanned include the shareholders, the suppliers, the employees or the labor force or labor unions. Check out them. The competitors, definitely in the market, because you're doing industry task environment analysis. The trade association, you need to scan the communities. You need to scan the various what we call creditors, or then you go for customers, and then you scan special interest groups. They may be also having their influence or shares in the market or industry. You also scan the government structure or the government rules and regulations. So after internal environment scanning, you move to the second sphere, that is task in environment industry, which include shareholders, suppliers, employees, labor union, competitors, trade associations, communities, or creditors or customers, special interest groups, and government. And then after doing these two circle analysis or environmental scanning, you move towards the third or the bigger sphere or bigger circle. That includes the societal, what I call societal environment. In societal environment, you go for scanning the socio-cultural forces that may influence. You scan the economic forces. You scan to some extent what I call the technological forces. You scan the political legal forces. So in the broader sphere, let me repeat again, here you scan economic forces, technological forces, political legal forces, and socio-cultural forces. And the further fourth and the last bigger sphere you scan as an organization, as a corporate, you go for what I call the natural physical environment scan. Here you go for physical resources, you go for natural resources, you go for what I call the climate, and you can also scan for wildlife or global warming aspect, and bigger or broader things that include there. All right, so let's recap. What we covered in this lecture is environmental scan, basic model of strategic management, environmental scan variables, which include internal environmental scan, task environment, industry scan, societal environmental scan, and the natural physical environmental scan. My name is Dr. Zia. I thank you very much for your patient watching and viewing my lecture. Please subscribe to my channel and share with your friends. Also, if you like it, please press the thumb icon or like button. I thank you very much.